Okay, so to do voiceover lines, I'm going to use a reference file that I keep, and I kind of routinely, somewhat often update, not too much really, but uh, I've gone through several voiceover line files and picked out or like logged their voiceover lines and kind of what they say, what I think they say, what they kind of sounds like. But let's see. Know you, the full weight of death, the enlightened come to be my faithful. Death, there is no release. Sin must be balanced with suffering. Come forth, bring equilibrium. Honestly, they're all good one-liners. So let's go. How I could add all of them, but let's see. We'll do the unenlightened come. Know you, the full weight of death. Even in death, there's no release. I shall tip back the balance. Sin must be balanced with suffering. I would know the weight of your souls. 6 is already a lot. Let's remove that one. Know you, the full weight of death. Even in death, there's no release. I shall tip back the balance. Sin must be balanced with suffering. I would know the weight of your souls. Okay, we'll go with these 5 voiceover lines. So to start with, I need to import my summons that I've made. The reason for this is I need to make 4 more versions of each one of them. One for each language. And yeah, this bloats the file a lot. But it's the it's the easiest way for players to go through the mod. And actually, like, without having to have separate drop-downs for voiceover lines, separate drop-downs for textures, separate drop-downs for just one drop-down for each summon, basically. So create this, summons. Now, go in here. I always try to keep things in ABC order, so I will start with Dutch. English. French. Japanese. I'll copy this. Voiceover lines in Dutch. And then copy that. English. French. Japanese. And I'm going to start with Bahamut. anything that is 7102. 7102 is a special pop monster. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. Okay, so add that to Japanese, to French, to English, to Dutch. And it should be the same file size. Alright. So I'm just going to do Bahamut for now. Now, I'll grab a special pop for my Bahamut version. And we're going to do randomized voiceover lines. So add a default emitter. This emitter will play one child limit 1. And I always give the life 300, that's 6 seconds. And now I'm going to duplicate you once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. You will be 30. You will be 30, 30. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the way these emitters work is this will spawn one child emitter, means only one emitter, or one child. It could be a particle, it could be emitter, but in this case it's emitters. And it starts from the top and goes down. So 11, the last one, always needs to be 100. It always needs to play something, basically. And I want this to be all always, because there's no visual effects, there's no like particles or visual effects actually involved here. So all always is fine, and I want it to always follow her position and be on her. And so now what I need to do is give since 11 needs to always have create probability of 100. So this is the percentage chance that this emitter will play once it gets down to here. The one before that, I want to be 50%. So there's a 50% chance that this one will play, or that'll go to the next one and play this one, which has a 100% chance. This one should be 33. So 33% chance that this one will play, or go to the next one, which has a 50% chance, or go to the next one, which has a 100% chance, so on and so forth. So this should be 25, and this one should be 20. Now, to insert my voiceover lines, and I'm just going to pull this to my other screen real quick, and copy, paste, and I'll listen to it.
Know you the full weight of death.
Alright, to the next one. To the next one. And the next one. And the final one. Update that. Now, I need to actually add this to my timeline, and I can just throw it in on 5 if I wanted. Since 5 doesn't play anything, it just plays. But I'm just going to add it directly to the timeline. Give it a play duration of 300. Binder 0. What is the binder? I'm going to give it a new binder. Duplicate that. Give this -1. So this means the binder lasts forever. And I'll put it on this voiceover line. I'm going to play this.
Know you the full weight of death. Know you the full weight. Sin must be balanced with suffering. Sin must be balanced with suffering. I would know the weight of your souls. Know you the full weight of death. I would know the weight of your... I shall tip back the balance. Even in death there is no release. Sin must be balanced with suffering. Sin must be balanced with suffering. Even in death there is no release. Sin must be balanced with suffering.
Is that all the voiceover lines I chose? Know you the full weight of death. Even in death there is no release. I shall set back the balance. Sin must be balanced with suffering. I would know the weight of your souls. Okay, yeah, that is all the voiceover lines. So now, let's test it.
Even in death there is no release.
Okay, so there's a voiceover line effect done. So, that's the English voiceover line. Now, to the other languages. So the end of the voiceover line file has EN. That's to designate English. DE designates Dutch.
Prüfe diese Seelen! Sündige Seelen! Nun neigt sich die Waagschale! Nun neigt sich die Waagschale! Prüfe diese Seelen!
Okay, so Dutch. Now then, French. French. FR for French. JA for Japanese. Alright, so now Dutch, English, oops, English, French, Japanese. And basically repeat that kind of process for the rest of them. So copy this 4 more times. Copy this one 4 more times. Make this emitter. Really, what I can do is I can also save this emitter. And I'll call it and then I can just import the emitter onto others. I'll show that. First though, let me set up Demi-Phoenix. Select all the 7106. Okay, so add that there. There, and that. Okay, so now, new, and open up Demi-Phoenix. So Demi-Phoenix doesn't have a special pop, so I'll get creative with it's having some trouble there. I will get creative with this file. Same thing, same one, because I put a second visual effect on it. So, import Sophia voiceover lines. So when you import, the last one is going to be the one that has all the other emitters on it. But that's fine, that's not a big deal. So this one should be in Japanese. Yep. Alright, so Japanese for Phoenix. Now Dutch. DE. Update.
Der Tod bringt keine Erlösung.
Alright, Dutch. English.
Sin must be balanced with suffering.
Now French. French. FR.
Sauvez vos âmes! Acceptez votre châtiment!
Alright, now add those to Phoenix. Now Dutch. English. French, Japanese. Alright, and now Phoenix's voiceover lines are finished. And basically repeat the same thing for Ruby Freed, Emerald Gruden, Topaz Titan. But I'm not gonna do all of those repeat them, as videos are gonna already be pretty long. So yeah, that's basically the process for voiceover lines and doing random voiceover lines.